How is everybody doing today? I always have an epiphany concerning this latest situation with my mom, nursing homes, and all of that. Caregiving, period. But today I was listening to a program and I thought about how so many caregivers are so apprehensive when it comes to letting go of their loved ones, their moms, their dads, the loved ones that they're caring for, and not recognizing the fact that if it's possible to let them go, and I'm talking about possibly allowing them to be placed in a nursing home, assisted living. There are so many different variables when I talk about letting go. And I'm saying it just for a measure of keeping your own sanity, your own um, life intact. Because after a while, caregiving, I don't care how you look at it, some people have caregiving duties that are so much more extensive than others. Some have maybe just a portion of caregiving duties that they have to share with a sibling or with a friend or even with in-home care. You might still have your sibling, your loved one living at home with you, or you might be in their home and you have caregivers coming in to assist you. All of these different variables. I was just thinking about it because I know so many people that are reluctant to not only think about, and I'm saying just think about the possibility that you still have life in your own life. I mean, me as a person, I am learning every day that there is still light at the end of the tunnel. I love my mom. My mom is connected to my hip. I mean, really, literally, that's how we've been for all my life, literally. So when I had to make a decision to let go, I mean, my mom was living with me and everything was just fine up to a certain point. And I'm saying I've known mom to have her own space, her own apartment, living in her own apartment under her own roof, and eventually having to come and live with me because of so many reasons. That's another video for another day. But it was all in love, honestly. Uh, but I had to come to a decision about 2 years ago to put her in a nursing home. I didn't want to do that. I get it. I'm with a lot of you. I've heard about nursing homes and assisted living and anything that's outside of my home. It just did not set well with me thinking about my possibility of having to do that to my mom. So today, I just want to encourage you, caregivers, that if you have not already done so, take a moment and just go and search out the different nursing homes, the different assisted living uh, places that are around you or near you. Um, think about discussing in home care. All of these different applications are available, and most of us, a lot of us, don't even take them into consideration because number one, we think we can do it all. Number two, we think this is our lot in life. And I guess I can go on with why we do what we're doing. But now that I'm in it, I can also share with you why you have to fully understand, and everybody's individual. Everybody's an individual, I get it. You have to really understand when to hold, when to fold. And I'm telling you, when I had to come to the realization and the heart wrenching decision to let my mom go and put her in a nursing home, I'm telling you what, do you remember, those of you that have children or have experienced watching this take place, you remember the first day that you took your child to pre-K or first grade? Do you remember your child? Not all of them do it. Some of them are like, okay, see ya. But a lot of them on the first day of school, they have tears. They don't want to stay. They want to go with mom or dad. They don't want to stay where you're putting them. And they cry and they throw a tantrum. All kind of stuff happens on that first day sometimes, and a lot of times when you first take your child to school. That's what happened to me today. I was thinking about my mom, and I remember when she first got to the nursing home. Of course, she was not in her right mind. Let me just remind you, she was not in her right mind. That was the whole reason she was going to the nursing home. Excuse me. But as time went on, and I thank God daily because although the nursing home is so far away from me, the nursing home that she is in is compassionate, professional. It is not the best nursing home I've been told. You know, it doesn't have 5 stars. I'm going to be honest with you. It does not have 5 stars. But at the time, I needed my mom to be in a secure, compassionate place, a loving place, a place that would care for her better than I could. And so this first place that she went to, she was fighting and screaming and crying and spitting and spewing and throwing stuff. But again, I tell you, because she was not in her right mind. So, of course, that first day, oh my gosh, the tears were rolling not only from her, but from me as well. And I've had those tears rolling for a long time because now this situation was going on for about 9 or 10 months. My mother's transition from normalcy, what I call normalcy, what we all call normal, whatever that looks like to you. But anyway, the normalcy to the diagnosis of dementia, and it took off rapidly. So I was in a tailspin. I was like, what in the world is happening here? Where can I get the help I need? And that was the other thing, trying to get the right help you need when you need it, because you didn't know you needed it. How you like that? So I learned a lot along the way. I learned a lot of procedures to follow. One of the main ones I learned was to always say unsafe discharge when it came to my mother being hospitalized and then discharged back to my care under my roof, which was not going to happen. By that time, I realized it fully because it was very combative. Now, if you say unsafe discharge, your loved one is going to have to remain where they are until you get the right place for her or him or them, whatever. But there's a process, guys, that a lot of us are not aware of because this might be the first time you've ever taken on caregiving. And there's so many avenues that you're not aware of. You just don't know. I found out later that the process of speaking to a social worker, let's just start right there. They have a plethora of information that you need for where you are in your walk with this new thing with your loved one. What to do, how to navigate it. You have got to know who to talk to, how to proceed, always keeping in mind the care, the best care. You want the best care for your loved one. You're not different than anybody else. I know I do. I did then and I do now. And I just wanted to remind you that just because it looks crazy when you might have to take them and leave them at a nursing home, it's going to be chaotic. I'm going to tell you straight up. Your heart is going to sink. They're not in the same place that they're familiar with, okay? The smells and the surroundings are totally different. It's very busy. It's a lot going on. I'm just going to say it's a lot going on when you take your loved one to a place that's not your home. If you went next door to your house, it's not going to be the same. let's be honest with one another, okay? I'm just trying to be honest. But the bottom line was, here it is for you. Once my mom was stabilized, and I mean the right meds were given to her. I'm not one for meds, but I know in this case, my mom needed the proper medication to bring her back to normal. Because I refuse to believe that although you have a dementia diagnosis, for me, this is for me alone, I'm not having it. No, I'm not having it. And that, again, is going to be another video because where my mom was and where my mom is now mentally, you cannot ever tell me that the diagnosis she was given was legit. It just was not. She is back to knowing who I am, calling me by my name, and loving me. You know, that all of that had gone out the window. But like I said, that's a whole new video because there's so much I learned over the course of 2 years and all this going on with my mom. But the bottom line is, yeah, she's going to cry, just like that child that you took to school the first day. She's going to cry. But you have got to know that there is a light at the end of that tunnel. There is more to life than what you are witnessing right there. I know I felt suffocated. I felt like I thought my life was over. This has got to be the end of my life because all I'm doing is taking care of mom and it's getting progressively worse. But now, I'm telling you what, 2.5 years in of this entire transformation from home to nursing home, and oh, by the way, there's nothing that says you cannot transfer your loved one. Let's get that perfectly clear before I say good day. You can transfer your loved one. You're not held at bay if you put your loved one in a particular nursing home or assisted living or any of those places and you cannot take them out. No. If you're not happy and you're not pleased, it's up to you to say, I'm going to move on. That's why I recommend that in this space and time, even if you don't think you're going to ever need a nursing home or any kind of facility for your loved one, I highly recommend you start just going around and inspecting those that are near you, those that you might consider if you had to use them. Find out what the requirements are from you, from your mom or your loved one, whoever it is you're caring for. You have opportunities to check these sites out now. If you do have that opportunity to check these sites out now, I highly recommend you do it because it will take a lot of pressure off of you later. And, remember, if nothing else, that God's plan for you is yay and amen. And if you just follow his directives, because I know for me, I'm just saying for me, I don't know about everybody else, but I always want to know what God is telling me to do and how to do it. Wisdom is the principal thing. And I always get it from him. I'm not doing anything in my own steam. I'm following his directives. And 900% of the time, 100%, I have never been led down the wrong path. He's a lamp unto my feet. He's a light unto my path. And I trust him. It's going to be okay, caregivers. This is a word of encouragement.